Hello, this is Alexius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought as the French. Colombia has oil. Who knew? There's our port strike for the month. Ooh, that's gonna go badly. This may be worth just running, but I might try to dart in, launch torpedoes, and then leave. Oh, I should check their speeds. That destroyer appears to be so. It looks very Japanese, if very chewed up. Ah, this is one of our older destroyers, 4-inch guns. I'd say that's a lucky hit. One dual torpedo launch, nothing else. Looks like they're low on fuel, so we can control the engagement and disengage when we need to. Alright, we should regain our aim here shortly. There we go. They are the ones maneuvering now. Oh, pass-through hit. What kind of armor are we looking at on these? Half-inch. We're using 4-inch guns. The AP is going to be too much of an over-penetration. Come back around now. The next salvo should be good. No, awful. Switch targets. There's our ranging shot. Are they maneuvering? Hey, we got some flooding. Excellent. There's our last full salvo. Accuracy and angles start to get poor for targeting their rear destroyer. Now for a close pass. They have torpedoes? They do, but they launched them some time ago, apparently. Alright, we're highly likely to take some hits here. We should be able to get a few good licks in ourselves. Still managed to miss us. There we go. Should finish her off. Yeah, she's flooding down. Now we can focus on their other destroyer, and then evaluate if we wanted to make an attempt on their cruisers. There we go. Destroyed their torpedo launcher. And laying in such a heavy set of hits means we're ruining their accuracy. There we go. Extensive fire. I sworn they were more in this direction. Could be wrong. There they are. Switch to AT for these. That main belt might be a bit much, especially at that quality. But we can poke holes in the ends, maybe? No, that is a well-armored cruiser. Conditioned one. Although it's low in the water right now, that is a lot of 4-inch guns. I think I'm set up in like a 5-pack and amidships just forward of the funnels. A lot of 4-inch, a couple 3-inch, 2-inch, a couple casemates. Exactly the sort of thing we don't really want to see. Ooh. I'm gonna slide into that. Oh, yep. You know what? Retarget. Let's see if we can get our torpedoes off and we're out. This will have slowed us significantly. There's our launch. The best and head straight out. Nice flooding. I'm happy we simply damage. Not even slowed that much, down to 30 knots from 38. But I'm not going to tempt fate further. We've already got a lot of flooding. All we need is for them to get a flooding shot back in the engine room. That bursts the seams here, causes a spill there. We've lost the Hova. So it's time to retire her back to Manila, most likely. Possibly Saigon. I'm impressed with this little gunboat. Single stack and it manages all this. I'd say that's a very good result for us. Lucky their destroyers ran ahead. So, South Pacific, Bay of Biscay, that's it. A lot less than last time. Korea wants 2 glaives, they may have them. Kenya conquered. Kamchatka fighting, and East Poland continues to go very well. Well, it looks like the Russians are starting to turn back around. Pardon me. What was the Massena doing? Ah, she was headed to Le Havre. We have this detachment heading down to the Canaries. We've got our blocking forces, which we'll see how useful they are. Much like our poor destroyer, they can get overwhelmed. Send the Hova to Saigon. Oh, I forgot to check. Saigon. Not the waters right next to it. Another single destroyer over there. Invasion's got 3 months. It's a single destroyer. I don't think the battleship is literally going across the mountains in far east Siberia. Okay, everything's looking good. Our mine layers are in the correct places. I did not rearrange our submarines, nor did I start building more mine layers. Tower crane system. Alright, nice. Less flaws, that is always wanted. Cryptography for better recon and ASW. Did lose quite a few transports this time, but we're not in a position to escort our vast empire. Belarus offensive is rebuffed and re-engaged from Lithuania. Eastern Poland continues to make progress. What are they doing there? See if we can get those two cruisers. And let's see about moving up the Protet and the Sfax. We'll move the Duchela to Tallinn. See if we can actually sneak them into Helsingfors. There's the two light cruisers. We could try to engage them with another destroyer. But I do not think that would be wise. We have 2 months. I'll make sure maximum support just in case. So I'm going to bring in the last group. It's going to free up that destroyer to run amok, which they apparently want to. Oh, that monthly balance is getting worse. Ah, the Messena is repairing. That's a significant outlay. I want to see Eastern Poland to the end. We've finally seen progress. Oh, we did catch those cruisers. This will be good. Not necessarily the most compelling, but very satisfying. Ah, we're actually low fuel. We might not be able to catch them. Oh, these are two different classes. No, they're the same class. And closing. Vercingetorix class with their echelon secondaries. Let's hop over to see them. Paris is in the lead and we'll take their lead. Vercingetorix will take their second. We'll set in a parallel course that'll limit our batteries. We want to close as best we can. We're at 10.6 kilometers now and closing, because they are likely low fuel as well. Now we have them fully identified. We're going to take a closer look. They are the same class? Appears to be so. A single fore and aft 7.4-inch gun, main, and then a whole slew, like a light cruiser killer. 2 belly or broadside torpedo tubes each. They are turning to engage. I'm going to expose the rear batteries and angle. Not that we really need to. In fact, let's just get full broadside at this point. There we go, that's what we like to see. And our 6-inch casemates with an overpen there. Vercingetorix, I want you to focus, thank you. Main battery and the 6-inch together. 2 more floodings. I think the Suzuya is done. Switching targets to Utsugi. Nope, just Utsugi. Vercingetorix getting some good hits in on the rear. 6-inch doing well at this range. 15%. Ugh. Not a good day for her. You see the holes, previous hole and the new ones. Wow, right next to each other. It's listing pretty hard. I think it'll take a little bit more to take her down. Three hits. Look like they were mostly forward. Yeah, that's... she's done. We're just accelerating it at this point. Insult to injury. Right midships that time. Empire of Japan wants peace already. I'm actually tempted to give it to them so we can focus on the Russians. I think we could take both of them, but the hits we'll take to our transport merchant fleet while we do it. I'm going to agree to this. It's an unexpected windfall, but if we can limit it, that would be great. Soviet Union trying to get through our minefields somewhere. Assume up here? No? Alright, we got two there. We've got the two Chela there. We've got progress in eastern Poland. Let's bring our battleships in. I don't think this is the best place for these mine layers. Maybe Le Havre? Masena is still repairing. Everything else seems to be aligned. Our mine laying subs doing work in Santa Cruz now. Wow, these guys are... Yeah, I was about to say, they've got to be getting low on fuel. Let's let the Russians run, and we're going to go into Luderitz. Would love to have a port over here. Looks like we get to borrow the Palestro class from the Koreans again to go blow up some Japanese transports. This should seal the deal for getting a peace, I hope. As long as we can find them, I think we can definitely make a good go of this one. Oh, of course the weather is terrible. Rather than screen. Actually, can we have them scout? Oh, they're limited to 18 knots, but will they go faster to catch up? No. We'll set them to follow. They will catch up when they can. We are being told they are to the east. And given that time has accelerated, I think they probably are. Alright, we're closing. Northeast. I think they're somewhere in this zone. Times 10, which is still fairly distant. There we go. Those are all transports. I can tell because up here, they're the ones that are highlighted. The two light cruisers on this one, once they get highlighted, we'll know we're on the right track. Let's see, 20% accuracy is plenty. There are the cruisers on the far side of the formation. Is our light cruiser. Cigar is 10 kilometers out. A little closer than I want to be. See if we can work on the Tata. Alright, we are within 3.5 kilometers, so I'm going to switch our target. Open up. Scarp will drive alongside the convoy in case we lose sight of them. What kind of torpedoes are we looking at on these ones? 5 kilometer, slow. These are the ones with the crossbow. Wow, the vortex cross pattern too. A lot of 4-inch. Only a single broadside torpedo on each side. Definitely have the advantage here. Remember, these were fairly well armored for cruisers. Let's use HE on the mains and AP on the secondaries. Kilometers away. I saw those torps. We want to edge away from the transports. I don't need their gunfire ruining my gunfire solutions, although we're already up to 35% damage and stability. And not likely to get any better. Go for all armor piercing. The mains will over penetrate but we're poking holes. We're looking for flood. I'm gonna have catastrophic fires at this rate. Or crew losses. Ship could surrender. There we go. There's no penetration. 25% accuracy. Well, I'm not seeing that in the results. Sinking due to extensive fire. Oh man, that is unfortunate. That is much worse than the result we wanted. Sorry, Korea. Borrowed them again and not go well. Sheer weight of fire. Should have stayed at range. Well, completely disengaged, honestly. And returned as soon as the discard could also engage. Because we were taking way too much fire. Whereas plinking away at range like this, like we did for much of the earlier campaign, that's where we have built these ships to excel. There we go. I think she's done. We'll switch to Fuji. Need a little bit more. Yeah, that'll do. Which targets the Harukaze. Are they recovering? They sure are. want to switch us to the Hayashimo, one of the closer targets. I'm going to ignore the Harukaze. I don't know where she's going. She wants to strike out on her own, that's fine. I'm not here to sink every single transport, though I'd like to. Well, that is the goal. We should switch targets. Oh, they might recover. Let's get the secondaries to make sure. There we go. Just in time, they were starting to recover. Alright, let's pop our smoke. There, that takes care of her. Now we can focus on the Harukaze. Alright, that's a couple of really big hits. We're going to turn around again and try to catch their fleet. There is their cruiser. Let's see if we can get some vengeance against the Nagara. Especially as we're not taking return fire, and her companion is not there. Alright, she's opened fire, so we're gonna get broadside. We don't want to close further. About 4 kilometers is a comfortable range. Managed to poke another hole in her. Alright, we're out to 4.7 kilometers. Let's turn to close again. Stay focused. Let's see where our accuracy's at. 3 and... nope. Lost him. Suzuki's at 6 kilometers. Again. Ah, their smoke was making it hard to see them. Let's angle out. Ooh, torpedo. Ah, I left it going too fast. We could have dodged that. We may lose the discard as well. In fact, we might not be able to keep up with the transports now. Alright, we're pumping down the excess. We should recover the engine, since that'll be this slot. No, it's this forward slot. It's going to be rough. Damage instability is pretty high. Focus should be Nagara. Is going a blistering 10 knots. Yeah, the transports are going 12. Let's go ahead and disengage. Those cruisers are proving dangerous, mostly because they have 19 4-inch guns. L-27s, so they're kind of short-barreled. So they should be fast-firing. I'm impressed, and they have fair armor. Japanese managed to put together something nobody else we've faced has managed to build. All of these weak enemies have made us overconfident at this point. The naval invasion looks to be very likely to succeed. I think everything else looks fine, except maybe our finances. Oh, our transports are down to 145. Has that impacted our army logistics? No, thank goodness. We have enough active ships in various territories to keep our logistics up, so we're able to maintain the offensive. Although, wasn't it 47% last time? That might not be acceptable. If we lose our advance into eastern Poland, we're going to have to call off the war after we take southern Siberia. I'm not going to worry too much about northern Russia. As great as it would be to take that as well. And central Russia, if we could do that, that would force the Russians to be a naval power only in the Black Sea. It would be very easy to manage them. But with that, I think we've seen quite a long enough episode for this time. So, I hope you enjoyed. Appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.